Welcome to the video tutorial series on PhotoTangler, a powerful desktop application that instantly turns your favorite photos into beautiful photo collages. If you're new to PhotoTangler, please visit phototangler.com. In this video, we'll take a look at how projects work in PhotoTangler. Let's start a new project by going to the File menu and selecting New Project. In the first selection box, you'll see a list of presets for common print dimensions. While there's not really a single direct conversion between inches on a piece of paper and pixels on a computer monitor, the preset list offers suggestions on what might look good, for example if you sent the image to a poster printing service. If you'd rather choose your own resolution manually, or if the service you're using has specific recommendations for an image size, you can always create a project with a custom pixel size by viewing the Custom Size tab. You can see that as you change the project dimensions, the rectangle below will change its dimensions to give you a visual representation of the aspect ratio, which is just the relationship between the width and the height of the image. In addition to choosing the size, you can also configure the background colors of your project. If you'd like to use a single color, you can click the center of the rectangle to choose one. If you'd like to do a little more customization, however, you can actually choose a color for any of the corners of your image, and PhotoTangler will smoothly blend between them. This can look good when the images in your scene don't completely cover the canvas. You can always go back to edit the project settings from the Edit menu, or by right-clicking the minimap. And if you change the size of your project, PhotoTangler will offer to resize all of the elements in your scene based on the new size. If you'd like to use an actual image as the background of your project, the best way to do that is by first adding the image, resizing it how you see fit, and then freezing it. When you freeze an image, it no longer responds to mouse clicks, so you won't accidentally select it while working with other images. If you'd like to unfreeze an image, you can find it in the Scene Elements panel on the right, and unfreeze it from there. The Scene Elements panel lists all of the images and captions in your scene. You can drag and drop elements in this list to change the drawing order, or you can use it to easily select things, for example if you have a lot of overlapping images that are hard to pick with the mouse. You can also use the buttons to rearrange or delete items in the scene. In the intro video, we spoke briefly about navigating the canvas. Let's quickly review how that works. The easiest way to navigate around on a canvas is by using the minimap. You can use the mouse wheel while the cursor is over it to zoom in and out. You can also click and drag on it to move the viewport. You can use the scroll bars at the edge of the view to pan around in a similar way. Or you can use the icons in the toolbar to zoom in or zoom out. The toolbar has two additional utility buttons related to zooming. The first, shown here, will zoom out to the actual image size. This is how the final image will appear at 100% zoom. But that likely means only a small portion of it will be visible in the viewport. The other utility, shown here, will zoom out to fit the full image in the available viewport. This makes it easier to see the full image while working, but because the images and text are scaled down, they might look less sharp while you're working. Rest assured, however, no matter what your zoom level while working is, the final image will always be the size that you chose in the project settings. That pretty much covers the basics of working with projects in PhotoTangler. When you're done with your project, if you'd like to share it with others, you must first export it to an image file such as a JPEG or PNG. You can do that from the File menu. But you should also save a copy of your project file. Project files and image files are very different. The project file is a custom format that's only understood by PhotoTangler. If you try to print it or open it in another program, it won't work properly. Its purpose is to store all of the information about your scene, which an image file, such as a single JPEG, can't keep track of. If you don't save a project file and just try to import the exported JPEG file, you will not be able to edit the individual elements of your scene. So basically, if you plan to make changes to a project in the future, make sure you save the project file, and when you're ready to share it with others, you simply export an image file. In the next few videos, we'll take a look at creating and customizing image and text elements, special effects, and much more.